Hey everyone, and welcome back to Yoga with Brittany. My name is Brittany, and today we are doing an eagle flow. So eagle is great for someone that is working for stabilization, strength in the core, strength in the legs, and also for someone who's looking to open up and address the major joints in the body. So whenever you're ready, we'll meet in a tabletop position on your mat. So we're going to go ahead and meet in a tabletop position, and we will warm up and link our breath to our movement right away. So stacking wrists under elbows, under shoulders, and then knees under hips. And then look between the knees and see that the feet are untucked and that they disappear. So a lot of times our toes like to lean in towards each other. Just open up the feet a little bit, get a really nice strong table, and then inhale, drop the belly down, lift the chin, lift the gaze. Exhale, round, tuck the tail, dome through the shoulders, drop the head and neck. Inhale, open up, cow. Exhale to cat. One more time together. Inhale, open up, cow. And then exhale to cat. This time I want you to really articulate. So inhale, open up to cow. Pull the shoulders together behind you. Squeeze them back in together. And then exhale, articulate by rounding through the shoulders, creating some space in between the shoulder blades. So really pressing them out away. Inhale, imagine you can hold a pencil in between the shoulder blades. So really squeeze. And then exhale, round, open up. Tuck the tailbone. One last time together. Inhale, open up. Exhale, round. Good. And then walk your left hand a little bit more towards the middle of the mat. Peel your right arm open. Sorry, let me move my hair out of the way. Open up, draw the right shoulder down the back. Sometimes it helps to cactus the arm. Corkscrew the chest towards the ceiling. Big breath in. And then on the exhale, thread your right arm underneath your left, coming into rest on your right cheek or your right ear. If you really want some opening in the chest and in the shoulders, go ahead and take this left arm behind the low back. Reach for the inner right thigh. Big breath in, keep the booty in the air. Toes can be tucked or untucked. It's totally up to you. Really opening the back side of the body. And then back out the way you came in. Unwind, plant into the left hand. Peel the right arm open. And then let it land, tabletop. Inhale, open up to cow. Exhale to cat. Good, come back to neutral table, taking it to the other side now. Right hand towards the middle, left arm peels high. I think we're gonna have to put my hair into a bun. Breathe in, corkscrew the chest towards the ceiling, and then thread the needle, left arm under right this time, coming to rest on your left cheek, your left ear, and then taking your right arm around the low back for a bind if you would like. You'll know right away if this is too much on the shoulders and the chest, just unwind anytime. Try to pull that right hip crease back in line with the left. A lot of times our right hip likes to poke over to the right. Try to keep the hips level here. And then back out the way you came in. Plant into the right palm. Left arm reaches high. And then let it land. Good. Inhale, open up to cow. Exhale to cat. I like to twist the hips a little bit here, see what I'm working with. So let's take some back and forth motions. Back towards the right, through center, to the left. Take whatever movement here feels organic to you, whatever your body's asking you to do. A little side to side or back and forth. See what you need. And then come back to your neutral table. Walk the hands forward and drop your chest where your hands were, coming into a puppy pose. So this feels so good on the chest, on the shoulders, opening up the front line of the body, getting nice into a back bend here. I'm going to throw my hair into a bun before we get moving. So you stay there in your puppy pose and breathe. My goodness. And then slowly begin to walk the hands back under the shoulders. Tabletop position. Good, you've been here before, so I don't have to show you, but I'm almost done. All right, tabletop. Begin to tuck the toes, send the hips up and back, find downward facing dog. So if you're like me, this is the first down dog of the day. Twist through the hips, pedal out the feet. shifting the weight from one side to the other. And a lot of times I watch my students and they like to go really fast. I am encouraging you to take it nice and slow. Reach your right armpit towards your right knee, take a little mini twist, and then switch it out, reaching the left armpit towards the left knee, right heel reaches down towards the mat. If that movement doesn't feel great to you, you can leave it. If it feels good, take it. My ankles like to pop and crack here, and it is all good. Okay, so we're in this downward facing dog. I'm gonna have you take a step forward, so just about a foot forward, and then a little bit wider. So we're in this really short, wide, downward facing dog, and it's gonna feel a little awkward at first. It's all good. Now walk your left hand towards the middle, peel your right arm open once more. This time we're gonna reach for the outer edge of either the left ankle, the outer left knee, or the thigh. So find something that's accessible, and sometimes it helps to bend into that right leg. I want you to pull the body underneath your left arm. Twisting off the spine, breathe in. Breathe out. One more inhale. And then release. Right hand to the middle. Left arm reaches high. Take your twist. Left arm reaches to the outer right knee, thigh, or ankle. Maybe even bending into that left knee now. Drawing the belly and the head and the chest underneath your right arm. Ooh, that feels nice. Breathe in. And breathe out. Good, come back to center, and then just walk the rest of the way to the top of the mat, and keep your legs straight if you can. I know we get to a point where they have to bend, and that's fine. Once you get into your forward fold, hang heavy over the legs, grab opposite elbows, let the head and neck go. Ragdoll. Maybe even sway side to side a bit. This feels so good on my back. And then release your grip. Keep the chin tucked into the chest and roll up the spine. Sorry, one vertebrae at a time. Trying to be mindful not to shout into the microphone. And then we'll meet in Tadasana. So pick up all 10 toes, spread them, root them into the mat. Gently lift the kneecaps. And then a slight tuck of the pelvis. If you find that you have a natural curve in the spine here, just slightly tuck it down. Draw the belly button and the ribs up and in. Soften the shoulders away from the ears. Back of the neck is long, mountain pose. Breathe in and breathe out. Softly bend into the knees, sweep the arms high, extended mountain, gently press the hips forward, and then exhale, swan dive forward fold. Inhale to halfway lift, think flat back, and then exhale, plant the palms, step your left foot back. Really reach it back, let it land, and then I'm gonna wiggle my right foot forward so that my knee and my ankle are stacked. We are stacking the joints here. Drop the left knee, untuck the toes. Hug the inner thighs together, sweep the arms high. We are in an Anjaneyasana. Sink the hips forward and through. Wiggle that right foot forward still if you need to. Take this into a bit of a back bend. Inhale. Exhale, sink them forward and through. Inhale. Exhale, maybe you take your gaze up, keep squeezing those inner thighs. And then plant the hands under the shoulders, coming into a half split. So shift the hips back, tug the right toes towards the face, pump the heart forward and fold. Ooh. Pull the right hip crease back in line with the left if you notice that your right hip is poking out to the side. Level off the hips. Sometimes it helps to take the left hand to the low back and see if you're even here. Goodness. All right, walk the hands forward. Anjaneyasana, so sweep the arms high once more. And then start to fire up the inner thighs towards each other. We're going to take that half split one more time, but this time without the hands. So take the hands back into airplane, so palms face down. Chest is reaching forward. I know this is a balance challenge. Folding over that right leg. And then let the hands come down and go off to the right. So big side body stretch. See if you can walk that left fingertip out even further than the right. Breathe in. Fold a little deeper, and then find that low lunge. This time you can keep your hands on the mat. Tuck the left toes, pick up the left knee, step the right foot back to meet the left. Inhale to shift the body forward so the shoulders pass the wrists. If you need to drop to your knees here, you may do so. And then lower halfway, chaturanga. Squeeze those elbows into your sides. Inhale to your upward facing dog or cobra. So when you're upward facing dog, let those knees and thighs hover, actively drawing the hips towards the wrist. And then exhale, downward facing dog. Whew. Breathe in and breathe out. Inhale comes high onto the toes. Bend into the knees. Walk or hop to the top. Take a halfway lift and a forward fold. Inhale, sweep the arms high. Gently press the hips forward. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale to halfway lift, think flat back. And then exhale, plant the palms, right foot reaches back and then lands. Drop the right knee, untuck the toes. Inhale, Anjaneyasana, sink the hips forward and through. Melt the shoulders down the back. Take this into a little bit of a back bend. So not quite Kapayasana, but somewhere in the middle. Reaching back, sinking the hips forward and through. Whew. Breathe in. Half split, shift the hips back, plant the hands under the shoulders, and then tug the left toes towards the face. You can take your right hand to your low back now and see if those hips are square. Stay lifted. A lot of people like to sit back on that back foot. I want you to stay lifted. Pull the belly button and ribs in, reach the heart over the toes, fold a little bit more, and then find Anjaneyasana. Switch the hips forward, reach the arms up and back. Breathe in. We're coming into airplane arm half split here. So sweep the arms back, palms face down, squeeze those inner thighs together and reach your chest towards your toes. Firing up the stabilizer muscles right away. Breathe in. Release the hands. Now walk the hands over to the left, seeing if you can surpass the left fingertips with the right. Big side body stretch. Keep the hips in line. And then find your low lunge. Planting the hands or coming onto your finger pads. Tuck the right toes, pick up the right knee. Left foot steps back now, high plank. So I notice a lot of our high planks kind of get saggy here. I really want you to press into the fingertips, press into the shoulder blades, rounding the back, pull the belly button and ribs in. Inhale, shift the body forward. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale to upward facing dog or cobra. And exhale, downward facing dog. Very good. Breathe in. And breathe out. Inhale comes high onto the toes, bend into the knees, look in between the hands. If you hop, land quietly, halfway lift, and forward fold. Inhale, sweeps the arms high, extended mountain. Exhale, bring your hands to heart center. Whew. I'm going to take a step forward because I'm always in such an awkward spot on this mat. So you're in your mountain pose. Soft breath in, and breathe out. Interlace the hands behind the back. Working the palms towards each other, drag the knuckles down to open up the front line of the body. Gently squeeze the glutes to press the hips open and forward. Breathe in, drag the knuckles down, baby back bend, and then soft bend into the knees, forward fold. So a chest expansion here, letting the knuckles drip overhead, working the palms towards each other, opening through the shoulders and the chest. Breathe in. No slingshots. Let go of your grip. Hands will plant under the shoulders. Take a halfway lift. And then stick your left leg up into the standing L. So not quite a standing split. I want your hips to be even here. Left pinky toe dialing down. Good. Breathe in. And then reach that left foot back. Let the toes land. Sweep the arms high. We're in crescent lunge. I always have to adjust my stance here. Take up plenty of space. Check in with the low back if you need to. Pull the thumbs back. Reach the chest up. Lift the chin up. Breathe in and breathe out. We're going to eagle wrap our arms just to kind of check in with the eagle arms here. So wrap your left arm under your right. And you might notice that the shoulders still quite aren't warm enough here. So if you need to grab opposite shoulders, that's great. Or work the back of the hands towards each other. If not, take your full eagle wrap just to kind of see where we're at. Reach the elbows up, taking this into a little bit of a back bend. Breathe in and breathe out. Good. Open on up, warrior two. Working that right knee towards the right pinky toe. Left foot is parallel. Right heel is in line with the center of the left foot. Start reaching forward as if you could touch something that's in front of you. Flip the front palm. Take the right arm up and back. Don't lose the bend in the right knee. Left arm is completely weightless, so whether that's down the leg or around the back, breathe in, inflate that right side lung. And then exhale, I want you to cartwheel the hands down, but instead of planting the right, plant the left. Peel your right arm open so you're in crescent lunge legs with a twist. Breathe in and breathe out. Very nice. Let the right hand land. Step the right foot back. Inhale to shift the body forward. Exhale, lower halfway. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Very nice. Breathe in and breathe out. Come high onto the toes. Bend into the knees. Walk or hop to the top. Take a halfway lift and a forward fold. Inhale, extended mountain. Sweep the arms high. Exhale, release the hands behind the back. Opposite thumb on top this time. Drag the knuckles down. Open through the chest. Press the hips forward. Breathe in. Exhale. Chest expansion, fold, working the belly to thigh connection. Really working these shoulders today. So I want you to dip the right shoulder and then dip the left. Keep doing that as long as it feels okay on your chest. You can take your gaze with it. Good, come on back to center. Release the grip, plant the hands. And then kick your right leg up behind you, standing L. Level off the hips. Breathe in. And then reach it back. Let those right toes land. Take up plenty of space. Sweep the arms high. Crescent lunge. Very nice. Strong in the back leg. So notice if your right knee is sagging, extend into that back leg. Breathe in. Reach up. Gaze up. And then this time sweep your right arm underneath the left, coming into eagle wrap on this side. Again, noticing if this is too much for the shoulders right away, grab opposite shoulders or connect the back of your hands. Keep squeezing those inner thighs. Breathe in. And then open on up. Warrior two. Check in with your alignment. Work that left knee open. And then begin to reach forward. Flip the front palm. Take it up and back. Reverse your warrior. Big breath into this left side body. And then cartwheeling the hands down, this time planting the right hand, pivot on the back toes, left arm reaches high. Pull the belly button and ribs in. See if you can twist a little deeper. It feels nice. And then left palm lands, left foot steps back. Inhale, shift the body forward. Exhale, lower halfway or all the way. Inhale to upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Very nice. Breathe in and breathe out. Walk the hands back to meet the feet. And then take your toes out and your heels in. So I'm going to widen my stance actually. So my heels are a little bit wider than my hips. Toes are dialed out. I'm going to lower my hips down into Malasana squat. I like to kind of wiggle into the hips here to ease in, especially if this is your first time squatting today. And then unite the palms in front of the heart. Use your elbows to press the knees open, working into those inner hips, inner thighs, and the low back, drawing the low back down as if you had a tail and you want to tuck the tail. Reach the chest and the heart up and breathe. Breathe out. Good, one more breath in. One more breath out. Plant the hands, lift the hips, and walk the hands forward into your downward facing dog. Turn the feet back on straight. Inhale comes high into the toes, bend into the knees, look in between the hands and travel. Take a halfway lift and a forward fold. Let this one feel good. Rolling the sit bones towards the ceiling, work the belly towards the thighs. If that means you bend into the knees deeply, do so, but lengthen in the side body and fold. Let the head and neck hang heavy. Just getting some opening here. And then roll up the spine. Whew. Very nice. Inhale, sweeps the arms high. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale to halfway lift. Exhale, plant the palms. Stick that left leg up and back, standing L. Good. Reach it back. Let it land. Crescent lunge. Sweep the arms high. Very nice. We're going to sweep right arm under left. Coming into your eagle arm variation. And then I want you to start shifting your weight into this right leg until you maybe hover those left toes. Coming into airplane arm, warrior three. Eagle arm, warrior three. So dial that left pinky toe down, squaring off the hips, lifting that leg from the inner thigh. Breathe in. And then come into stork with the legs or a one-legged Tadasana, bringing that left thigh up and in. Keep the arms bound. I know this is a lot. Wrap that left leg over the right, any amount. So squeeze those inner thighs together. You can put those left toes down as a kickstand or wrap it twice. Take what you need. Coming into full eagle pose. You can stay right like this, Or you can start to bend forward. I can tell my balance is not having it today. Working on the elbow to knee connection, letting your eagle take flight. Or you can stay up exactly where you are. Take what you need. This is your practice. Start to come back up if you folded. Oh man, with control, we're going to hug that left knee into the chest and then let it land. Unwind the arms, reach up high. Exhale, forward fold. Good. Inhale to halfway lift. Exhale, plants the hands, standing L, right leg lifts up high, level off those hips, and then reach it back. Crescent lunge, sweep the arms high, and then swing left arm under right this time, coming into your eagle wrap. Start lifting the weight, or shifting the weight into the left leg, coming into your eagle arm, airplane, or warrior three. You've got it. Let that left leg fire up. And then come into your stork or your one-legged Tadasana, driving into that left big toe. I know it's a little wobbly. And then wrap your right leg over the left thigh. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze everything towards the midline. Can you dome through the shoulders a little bit more? Stay here. Hug all those joints in and together. Maybe you fold into your soaring eagle. Take what you need. You got it. Keep breathing. If you folded, begin to come on back up. And then hug that right knee into your chest. Squeeze it in and let it land. Sweep the arms high. And then bring your hands to heart center. Oh my goodness. This is like one of those slow but tricky flows. Like I'm out of breath, right? Ooh, nice. So you should feel quite a bit of opening in the hips and the shoulders, maybe even in the chest. Sweep the arms high. And then exhale, forward fold. Inhale to halfway lift. And then plant the hands, step it back to high plank. Just rock forward and back. See if you can really press the mat away. If you would like to stay here or come for the challenge, keep the knees lifted. But if you are worn out already, go ahead and drop those knees. Elbows in as you lower all the way onto the belly. Good. Untuck the toes. Take your right arm out to a T, palms face down. Use your left arm to press the body over the right, planting the left foot, coming into broken wing. This feels marvelous to me. You can stay right here, or you can wrap that left hand around the low back, or for a really deep opening in the chest, reach the left fingertips back towards the right. Oh yeah. Just a couple more breaths. And then slowly release whatever bind you have, rolling back onto the belly. Plant the elbows underneath the collarbones, coming into Sphinx pose. So spread through each fingertip. Sometimes if you need a little bit more space, it feels good to walk the elbows a little bit further forward. So take what you need. Reach the chest up, drive the pubic bone into the mat, glue the toenails down, relax the shoulders away from the ears. That feels nice. And then if you'd like to take this a little bit deeper, press into the palms, walk them out just a bit, coming into full seal, still driving the pubic bone down, lifting through the heart space, lifting through the chin, and then slowly snake it down, planting the palms under the shoulders. Take your left arm out into a T now, palm face down, press into the right, roll on over that left shoulder, coming into broken wing left side. Resting your left cheek or your ear, planting that right foot behind you, and then taking whatever arm variation is calling to you. You can stay beside the face for balance, wrap around the low back, or reach for those left fingertips. I feel like I've gotten my lefts and my rights mixed up a few times throughout this short little practice, so I apologize if I've confused you. I also am confused. Slowly backing out, rolling back onto the belly. Ooh, and once more coming into your Sphinx. Elbows under shoulders, actively drawing those hips forward, grinding into the pubic bone. Take this back bend. You can take this into seal if that felt really nice to you. And then we're going to meet in a child's pose. So press into the palms, shift the hips back. And if you want to get deeper into those hips and back, widen the knees just a bit. Sink the hips all the way back and let your forehead come to rest. Very nice. I'm going to come up to a seat. If you have time to stay in your child's pose, or if you want to come into a traditional shavasana on your back, go ahead and do so. Otherwise, that is all for your practice today. I hope you enjoyed this eagle flow. Namaste.